Yeah, how's it going, guys? It's Richie, the Corn Caller here, and I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Let's jump right into the KI Live Rundown, May 29th, 2025. First, let's talk about Wizard101 console news, aka news for Gigawatt Gamer 2944. Basically, for Xbox, it's still in the game preview mode. All progress will be wiped when they launch on all three consoles, as a little bit of a reminder. I think a lot of people forget that it's a beta, and your progress will be wiped. All crowns that you spend will be sent back to your account later. They are in stage 2, and they are getting much closer with PlayStation. So hopefully that's good news for all of you console players. And like I said, you can always visit their official Discord server to just get the latest scoop about whenever it is available. But right now, there is still no official release date. So moving on to now the real good juicy stuff. Type in Super Goodies 525 as the free code and get some goodies, because it is a very good code. I actually got some gear for my Storm character, so that was great. So now let's talk about the state of the games. Ravenwood Academy, they released the first teaser in a while. The question at PAX was if you'd be able to play as a female or male, and yes, you can. You can meet the main character, Dragon Spirian, the transfer student who is about to enroll in Ravenwood. So, pretty awesome stuff. By the way, I am reading exactly from the Atmoplex Pastebin, because this KI Live didn't really have much, I think. I think there was like really one big news drop, and that was pretty much it. But it felt really nice to have them kind of talking together. You know, sometimes their KI lives are really strict or they feel kind of awkward, but this one felt natural. Anyway, let's talk about Wizard101 USPC. Basically, during the first week of test run, they found instability issues, which we all know that the first week of test run was terrible. That took time to track down, but it should all be fixed now as of earlier this week. They've made the call to keep test run up a bit longer than usual as a result, so keep testing things this week and next week. They think they're closing in on a fix regarding Spellman issues. So it looks like we won't really be seeing this update anytime soon, since the test run is lasting longer than expected, which is absolutely great, because every time we get these updates, they usually release buggy, but usually the test rounds don't really help out much. So hopefully making it a little bit longer will help out, and hopefully it's not a terrible launch. Anyway, we have a new community manager named Mickey. He's already playing a diviner and a swashbuckler. He's been spending time to get to know the games, which is absolutely fantastic. That's all we want from a community manager, so pretty awesome stuff. Let's just hope it stays like that, and let's just hope it goes well. They hope level scaling tech can extend to polymorphs and minions. They've fleshed out the library, and now they're looking toward what they call Wheel 2, which polymorphs and minions are absolutely on. The Portal of Peril was plagued with problems since they were trying to bring old content forward with new tech. It was tricky to do and wasn't working. The plan is to bring it back in the spring, but that's assuming they can work out all the bugs. I still personally think they should have scrapped the Portal of Peril. I just think it's just, they can't do it. I mean, literally, I just don't think it works. I just don't think it works. Whatever coding they're using, whatever resources they have, whatever engine they have, it just doesn't work. And, I mean, we'll have to wait till next year, because like I said, like they said, you know, we're going to wait for the spring test round. And I know people miss the Portal Apparel event, but, yeah, I don't know. I just think they should scrap it. I don't think it's really worth it at this point. Like, if you can't do it after all these years, and, you know, it's just not worth it. One word hint for Arc 5, personal. So that is your Arc 5 hint. Still not really many teasers about the new world or anything else. That is your Arc 5 hint. It's personal. So take with that with what you will and make your own theories. Over here, with the next big update, they'll get tournaments working better and have them scheduled before December, later on in the summer, which is nice. Will there ever be a classic server? Leia doesn't know they can roll back code like that, but at least for console, is launching with everyone being at level 1 to give a fresh start. It feels like the old days because everyone is new. And as a reminder about the Xbox beta, all your progress will be wiped. And when it officially does release on all three of the consoles, PlayStation, Nintendo Switch, and Xbox, basically everybody starts at level 1. Everybody starts off fresh. Nobody really gets an advantage at all as soon as it launches globally. So yeah, it should be pretty fun, and hopefully everybody has fun with Wizard101 on console, right? Artie has talked to Gary about adding an AFK mode to replace the spinning wizard, which would absolutely be fantastic. For Wizard101 EU, your next update is around the summertime, so be on the lookout for that. And for Pirate101, we got a lot, and I mean a lot of big things to talk about. For starters, the big summer update is still in development, still can't give many details yet. It's a very small one. 3 worlds, level cap increase. Confirmed for the summer update, it will come with new content, which they're announced in the coming weeks. So yes, after so many years, Pirate101 is finally getting an increased level cap. It's been a very long time, and I'm sure Pirate101 players are super happy to hear the news about that. And then, are there plans for companion reworks? There is, but none for this update. However, you may meet some new and exciting companions. And then another question from the Pirate101, it was asking about what is the level cap increase, 5 or 10, to be determined, probably 5. And hopefully it's not just 5 levels increase, hopefully it's 10. Like, that would be amazing if it was 10. But yeah, that is your KI Live rundown. If you want to read the full pace bin, remember it's on Atmoplex's Twitter, and you can read it yourself. But yeah, it was a pretty chill test run. I mean, there wasn't really much. There really wasn't much they were talking about. Kind of towards the end, they were rambling a little bit. So I don't know. It just felt like a pretty cool KI Live. I thought it was pretty cool, kind of having everybody, it felt natural, in a sense. I don't know if that makes sense, but their KI Lives are usually kind of weird, awkward moments. And, of course, they did have technical difficulties earlier in the live stream. My poor man, Joel, my poor boy, he was lagging, so he couldn't really do much there. But it was still a nice little KI Live. And, yeah, honestly, not that many teasers. I mean, you got Ravenwood Academy, you got that new game, but that still is in kind of early development, and there still is no release date for that. And regarding consoles, it's pretty much the same thing. It's still no console release dates, as a lot of you guys really want. They still have not confirmed that because it still is in, a work in progress, and it still is in beta. And they did say that they are closer on getting out a build to PlayStation, which is awesome, but I think a lot of people are just waiting about when they can finally get their hands on this game on console, because remember, they had announced this all the way in August of last year. So yeah, it's been a while. It's been a very long time. Same thing with Ravenwood Academy, except I think they released that kind of around I don't know, a year ago. It feels just so long. So hopefully next time, if they are trying to promote something, maybe kind of wait until it's actually a little bit closer to a release date, instead of just saying, Wizard101 on consoles, coming soon. And then the crowd goes silent, and then we're wondering, what's going on? Is it coming out? People don't use social media. A lot of people forget that. People don't use YouTube. People don't use Twitter. People don't use Discord. So it's kind of hard to kind of keep up with the news over time. I do like the free code that we did on the YouTube Shorts. You guys said that was super convenient. So from now on, we will do the YouTube Shorts as a way to kind of give you guys that free code. And also maybe make some TikToks of that as well, if anybody uses TikToks. I mean, I haven't used my TikTok account in a minute, but I might consider that as well. Also might consider getting back into live streaming as well. I got a lot planned. I got a lot planned. But that is your KI Live rundown, May 29th. If you still have any more questions, let me know. But like I said, there's no console release date. Still no news about Ravenwood Academy except that teaser. And, just hang tight for that little Wizard101 test realm that we have currently and keep testing out all the bugs and glitches here and there. So, yep, that pretty much wraps it up. I will talk to you guys later. And, yeah, peace out.